Hello, welcome to How to Play Knister, otherwise known as Wurfel Bingo, High Score, has some other names. It's a simple poker solitaire, but with dice. You have a 5x5 playing field, you can do it at home. Here's the example of the scoring. The one thing to keep in mind is the cross sections from the top left hand corner to the bottom right hand corner, and the top right hand corner to the bottom left hand corner. That field will be worth double, so you try to get your best scores in that X. Now, I got a piece of paper, I got two dice, and a cup, a pen, something to write with. We're just going to roll, and everybody takes the same turn. There was a 4, so we put the 4 right in the center. Somebody else could write anywhere else. Now there's a 7. We write our 7 somewhere. It's a really simple game. You're trying to build 5 of a kind, 4 of a kind. You're just basically building poker hands with the result of the die. This is an everybody's move game, similar to the 12 numbers video that you saw. And it's basically everybody's allowed to make a play on these numbers. Now, depending on where you place these numbers will give you a different score. So it's something to keep in mind. This is great party game, great warm-up game. If you have a printer, it's real easy. You could just print a bunch of copies, bring them home. Simple roll and write. And the thing I like most about it is that it takes hardly any time to explain, and everybody already knows what they're doing for the most part. You do have to take numbers. You can't skip them. And the game's over when all 25 of the boxes are filled in with a number. And as soon as you're done scoring a horizontal or vertical or diagonal row, you're going to score that based off the number of points that you get. Now, you remember the dark highlighted spots in the X's. Those diagonal rows are worth double. The diagonals are worth double. So you want to try to get your 5 of a kind or your straight width out of 7 in there, because that will score you the most points. So you just keep rolling in there and placing your numbers down. I somewhat like this game. I like games where everybody can participate and it doesn't take a long time to explain. This is just one of those classically fun games. There's similar games to this with a pair of cards called Poker Solitaire. Slightly different rules, but you're basically a 5x5 grid trying to make the best poker combinations, and you score points based off of that. The randomness is that you don't know what card's going to get drawn. It's fun, but this one in particular, since there's only 12 possible, 11 possible numbers, if I'm thinking of it correctly, there's only 11 possible numbers, it makes it a lot easier than the 13 different possibilities with a card. And it's just great for parties, great for meeting new people. Well, hey, I don't know how to play games. Hey, no problem. Check this game out. It's real easy. It's one of those immediate, satisfying games that will last a lifetime. Once you played it once, you know the rules forever. A lot of people, they'll play this game 3 rounds, and the best points for the 3 rounds wins. That way you don't just have a luck fest and then somebody lucks out. Get some actual predictive skill and good placement of your numbers. And so 3 rounds usually with what people do, that seems to satisfy that need for some skill and some skillful laying of numbers. And now we have a 10. We got to place that somewhere. We're getting pretty close to the end. So that diagonal scores double. So he only had 1 pair, unfortunately. He was waiting for a good number there, but did not get it. Then we have a 3. And so that lucks out. We actually got a good score on that diagonal. So we had 26 total points on the diagonals. Then we're counting up points for the verticals. We're going to write them down in the box and put the sum down there. Then we're going to do the sum for the horizontal rows. And we have our final score there, which we do the math. And turns out we have a good 58 points. So, as always, if you enjoyed this video, do subscribe, because I've got more coming soon. Mostly free games that we like to focus on, stuff that you already own the components and things needed for. So if you want to actually play these in public, definitely check out our card game meetups page on Reddit. Put your city in there. Put the card games you know, dice games you know, party games you know, heck, even commercial games that you know. And let's see if we can't get people to meet up for some good old-fashioned fun. And I will see you next video.